Yup, she's on fire. The cook is hot. Hey, 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 the cook is hot. The cook is hot. The cook is hot. The cook is hot. Hey, the cook is hot. The cook is hot. What? She's on fire. She's on fire. What's up, homies? Thank you for joining. This is a Chinese recipe that I've done whenever I get a taste for it. Can't find it in restaurants. I'll just start to make it myself. Notice that I just have some chicken breast. I don't have a lot of seasoning. Just 3 seasonings that I'm going to use, because whenever I use overpowering ingredients such as soy sauce and oyster sauce, I try to avoid salt or too many salt-based seasonings. I have some vegetables frozen. They've been thawed, and the same with the broccoli. It's been thawed. So what I'm doing is adding all the seasonings and making it into like a little dry rub so that I can cook the chicken. The rest of it will be self-explanatory. This is going to be a very easy recipe. It doesn't take long at all. And you'll be sitting down eating your own homemade Chinese food, honey. Guys, I was thinking about something as I reach middle age, and I'm wondering if anybody else is experiencing this. Do you feel like you're just very forgetful about every little thing? Like, do you walk into a room and like, what did I come in here for? Or do you have your sunglasses on top of your head and you're looking everywhere for your sunglasses? Maybe you're talking to one of your little friends and you're like, you can't think of the simplest of words. It's like a small word and it just, oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. And you can't think of it. I just feel like I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. My mind is gone. But one thing I can tell you, if I go somewhere twice, I don't need a GPS. I'm going to remember where I'm going. Unlike you millennials and Generation Z. I mean, Generation Z, millennials, they use GPS for every freaking thing. Did you guys know they going down the street 5 minutes away and they need a GPS? In 800 feet, turn right. You have arrived. Like, seriously? Did you really need a GPS for that, girl? Okay. Anyway, guys, the chicken is frying. I'm going to let this fry on up, and I will come back to you and explain what else I'm doing. So now here I'm adding the broccoli. The broccoli is not cooked. It's just thawed. It was frozen broccoli. And then I'm adding that to the pot. I'm going to add some oyster sauce and some soy sauce. And then you will see me add a little bit of flour, because what I want to do is make a sauce from this. And I'm going to let it simmer and thicken. I'll just keep stirring it because this chicken's not all the way done. Lowered the heat. You can see me adding the flour now. Normally I would remove everything from the pot and then make a roux, but in this case I said I can just add the flour while it's still there, stirring it around as it simmers. And then when you see the sauce like getting too thick too fast, just add a little bit more water, just a little bit at a time. You want the chicken to cook. You don't want the sauce to thicken before the chicken's all the way cooked. So make sure you lower the heat and let the chicken cook a little slower. Now I'm adding soy sauce. And then we'll just let it simmer for a while and thicken. I'll be back to tell you what else I'm doing. So now what we're going to do is stir fry these thawed vegetables. These are some frozen peas, carrots. I think it's some green beans in there. Might be a few other vegetables. But these were frozen and I let them thaw. Just put a little olive oil in there. Stir fry them. Remember, I'm not using any seasoning because the soy sauce and oyster sauce are already overpowering seasonings. Then eventually I add an egg to it and I add some cold rice and I just make a little fried rice. Very simple. So now I'm adding some cold rice that was previously cooked. I'm going to stir that in with the vegetables and eggs. And then you're going to see me add some soy sauce and oyster sauce. And this is a very simple fried rice. Doesn't take long at all. And make sure not to add any salt. Again, the soy sauce and the oyster sauce both have a very high sodium content. So if you don't want it to taste too salty, I don't advise adding any salt at this point. And bon appetit!
A few moments later.